Welcome, kiddos. This is Mr. C. Today we're going to look at the vocabulary words that we need to be doing for this week. We're going to be looking at mean. We had talked about those briefly before, but now we need to look at them in a little bit more detail. Obviously, mean could also be like mean Mr. C. Mr. C is mean for making you do this. You'll understand here in a second. The mean is like the average, okay? So they're really synonymous, the same word, okay? The sum of the numbers in a set of data divided by the number of pieces of data in the set. Now, this is different than the median, which we're going to look at, but that's really hard to grasp. So let's look at this example here that I have. Right here, I have 3 different sets. Okay, we can call this 1. Then we can call, let's call this in here 2. We'll call this 3. And if you'll notice that when you look at these sets, they're not all the same length. So what we're going to do is, this is one way that you could do it. You could drag things down and just regroup your sets. So what if I move this red one down here? Okay. And what if I move this red one down here? Well, now I have 2 sets that are the same, but I still have all these over here. So what if I went ahead and I shared my green across? Now they all have the same. So how much is in each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that the average is going to be 5 because each of them has 5. That's one way to do it, but sometimes that's not the easiest way to do it. This confusing example right here might end up being the easiest way later on when you're just dealing with mathematical numbers. So let's take that same example and let's do it again, except this time we're going to use numbers. All right. So how many is in, let's go ahead and put the numbers on here again. How many is in set 1? Well, I know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. Set 2 has 2. And set 3 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all the numbers right there. So now it says we're going to sum these numbers. Sum obviously means add. So we're going to do 6 plus 2 plus 7. Okay. So what is 7 and 2? Well, it's 9 plus 6, 15. You could say it goes there and it goes, falls down right there. So the number is 15. That is the total number. Then what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to divide by the number of pieces or sets. How many sets? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take 15 and divide it by 3. So how many times can 3 go into 15? 5 times, because 5 times 3 is 15, and it is even. So we know that the average or the mean is 5. Now you can remember this. It's mean of Mr. C for making us add and divide all that stuff. Okay? So that's the mean. We're trying to find the average. We do this all the time when we're trying to find the average of, let's say, your test or something like that. So let's grab another example. I'm going to open up another page here. And let's say that you got an 80 on a test. You got a 90 on a test because you're really smart. And then you blew the test out of the water because I made it too easy, apparently. And then all of a sudden your brain fell out and you only got a 50. Now, if we add all that together, what do we end up with? Remember what I said, when adding and subtracting, we line up the decimals. All of these have that hidden decimal right there, okay? 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 Obviously a 0. What is 9 plus 8? 17 plus 5 more, 22. Add those together. We have 320 as our total. We added everything together. Together? My tongue doesn't work today. Now we have to figure out what we're going to divide it by. How many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 grades. 4, we're going to 32. 8 times 4. 32. 0. Bring that 0 down. 4 goes into 0. 0 times. We have to put something here. 0. So I know that my average is an 80%. You're like, man, I had 100 and a 90. I had 2 A's and only 1 B, but this low score killed you. That's how we find our average grade. Pretty cool. And what do we call that instead of just an average? It's mean. It was mean of Mr. C to make me add and then divide. All right, so let's go to the next thing. The next word on our list is median. You can remember that the median is like the middle, okay? The middle number in each set of data when the data is arranged in numerical order. If the data has an even number, the median is the mean of the 2 middle numbers. Now I want to look right here. Is this in number order right here? It is. If it wasn't, you would have to put it in number order. Okay. So what is the middle? Well, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is halfway? 4.5, which would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the middle? Is that the middle? We have 4 numbers over here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers over. Get off of there. 4 numbers over here. So what is the median? 12. It's just like on the road where you have cars here. Over here on this side, we have cars. This thing right here in the middle is called the median. This is the median. It is the middle. So what is the median here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 numbers. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is the middle. What is the median? 8. But now we're going to do one where it doesn't come up that way. Okay. What if I had one more number here? So let's do it again. Let's say I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Now, if you look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two are the middle number. What we have to do is we have to add them together. 8 plus 10. Whenever adding and subtracting, line up the decimals. Well, Mr. C didn't do that, did he? Shame on him. So let's fix it and do it the right way. We're going to have 8. That makes it 18. But what is 18 divided by 2? 9. And it's a really easy one. You probably could have seen it without me doing that. So the median in this case is actually 9. Median, it's like the middle. What is median? It is the middle. All right, let's go to the next vocabulary word. This is the mode. The mode is equal to the most. What do you see the most? Okay. The numbers or items that appear most often in the set of data. So when we look here, I have a triangle, square, triangle, 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 square. What do you see the most? Well, the triangle. So the mode would be the triangle. Okay. And if I look down here for the number, I have a 2, I have a 1. So I know that my 2s are 2. I have 5s. How many of those? 1, 2, 2 5s. 1, 3. And I have 1, 4 and 1, 6. But I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 1s. So what is the mode? The mode is when we see the most. What do we see the most of? The 1s. So the mode in this case would be the 1. Okay? Let's go to the next one. This one is the range. The range is how far apart the bottom and top numbers are. That's it. So we've got to figure out how far apart. What is the bottom number here? This is all mixed up. I don't really like this number set, but it's all mixed up. The bottom is 1. The top is 6. Okay? We need to find the difference. What does difference mean? The difference between the greatest number and the least number. Difference means what? Subtract. So I'm going to have 6 minus 1 equals 5. I know that my range is 5 because it goes from 1 to 6. That part right there is 5. Okay, away. How far apart is this one? Well, we take 18 minus 2. We're left with 16. So it goes from 2 to 18, and the distance between is 16. What is the range of 1 through 4? Well, you just take 4 minus 1 equals 3. The range is 3. Let's take a big number. We're going to start at 50. 50 to 200. What is the range? Again, you just take the difference of the biggest and smallest. Going to have to borrow 10 minus 5. Bring that 1 down. So from here to there, it's 150. That is the range. Pretty simple, isn't it? All right, we're going to give you some exercise. One, you're going to have to find out what the vocabulary, you're going to have to match it with the definition. And then we may give you some problems to practice those things. Anyway, I hope this helps. Remember, be good, and I'm the meanest teacher in all the land. Bye-bye.